the secret Chinese company that owns everything, Tencent. It started as a messaging app. Now, it controls gaming, banking, entertainment, and your data. WeChat's 1.4 billion users open the app 50 times per day, and Tencent sees every swipe. This is the secret rise of Tencent. 1. Tencent's origins. It's 1999, and a dozen students squeeze around a bulky CRT monitor. Giggles fill the air as a student sends a dancing emoticon, followed by a chorus of LOL in pinyin. They're using OICQ, Tencent's very first instant messaging experiment. But just a few days after launch, AOL's ICQ claims trademark infringement, forcing the team to rename their app QQ on February 10, 1999. The new name is a play on the Mandarin word for cute, fitting for an interface brimming with colorful icons and playful sounds. Since rebranding, however, QQ has come a long way from its simplistic beginnings. It has added chat rooms, online games, and virtual currency, QQ coins, that users buy with RMB to customize avatars. And as QQ's popularity has soared over the years, Tencent has monetized its growth. By March 2023, there were 597 million monthly active QQ accounts, making it one of the largest online communities ever. While QQ does not have separate revenue figures, it certainly had a significant contribution to Tencent's overall revenue for 2024 of approximately $92.02 billion. In 2025, QQ is still a cornerstone of Tencent's social empire, even as mobile chat apps like WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, and Telegram take center stage. 2. WeChat's role in Chinese life. Super app economy. You step onto a crowded subway in Beijing in 2014. Instead of fumbling for cash, a commuter scans a QR code on her phone screen to pay for breakfast. Moments later, still on her train, she taps a few buttons to send a red envelope, a small gift of digital money, to her niece for the Lunar New Year. That app is what the rest of the world knows as WeChat or Weixin in China. Launched January 21, 2011 by Tencent, WeChat's genius lies in its super app design, in that you can message, call, pay bills, hail a ride, book doctor appointments, invest in funds, and even play mini-program games without ever leaving the interface. It's no wonder it's been hailed as China's app for everything. This approach proved irresistible. By the end of Q1 2025, WeChat had reached about 1.4 billion active users monthly, a figure that few global platforms can match. Users open WeChat more than 50 times a day on average, making it the digital backbone of modern life in China. Behind the massive number of users lies a giant economic engine powered by mini programs. These lightweight, embedded apps within an app handled transactions worth 2.7 trillion yen, about $408 billion in 2021, a 70% jump over the previous year. 3rd, hidden power. Imagine you are a teenage gamer in 2012. You settle into your swivel chair and start League of Legends. As you game away, you have no idea that Tencent already owns 93% of Riot Games, its first big move into Western gaming. Now, Tencent actually acquired Riot Games in February 2011, and by December 2015, it had completed the purchase, taking its stake to 100%. You've had enough of League of Legends and decided to fire up Fortnite. That's another Tencent product since the company invested $330 million in June 2012 to hold 40% of Epic Games. But gaming is just the beginning. In March 2017, Tencent invested $1.78 billion to buy a 5% share of Tesla, making it one of Elon Musk's largest external backers, and even allowing Tencent to run security tests on Tesla's cars in China. Next on the list is music streaming. Tencent is now one of Spotify's top shareholders, holding roughly 8.6% of the company, about 17 million shares valued at over $1.3 billion as of late 2022. In December 2019, Tencent led a consortium to buy a 10% stake in Universal Music Group for €3 billion, with an option to purchase another 10% by early 2021. Together, these investments make Tencent a silent puppet master of Silicon Valley and beyond. 4th, relationship with CCP and censorship questions. Under Chinese law, any private company with 3 or more CCP members must establish an internal party branch. Tencent's branch is one of the largest and most active in the country, occupying over 6,000 square meters. This close link to the CCP has a real impact on what appears inside Tencent's apps. For example, WeChat messages are not entirely private. The platform uses real-time keyword filtering to block or flag politically sensitive terms. Public posts on WeChat official accounts even display the poster's location and data that law enforcement or party officials can request at any time. Because of these controls, critics ask, who watches the watchers? They worry that Tencent's internal party branch gives the CCP a direct line into the company's product decisions, content moderation, and data access. In effect, anything shared on Tencent's platforms, whether by Chinese users or overseas WeChat users whose data is stored abroad, could be subject to state surveillance or censorship. 5. Tencent's global expansion and concerns over soft power. Picture an esports arena in Helsinki, 2024. The roar of 10,000 fans fills the air as Clash Royale championships play out on giant screens. Behind the scenes, this tournament is powered by Supercell, 84.3% owned by Tencent since June 2016. At the same time, across the globe, Tencent Music Entertainment, TME, serves 592 million active users on apps like QQ Music and Kugu, putting it neck and neck with Spotify and paid subscribers. From gaming and music, Tencent's reach extends into nearly every major tech sector worldwide. In Singapore, Tencent holds 18.4% of CLTD, the parent of e-commerce giant Shopee and digital bank C-Money, making it a key backer of Southeast Asia's internet boom. In India, Tencent owns about 4 to 5% of Flipkart after multiple rounds of investment, including a $264 million share purchase from co-founder Binny Bansal in October 2021. Beyond e-commerce, Tencent has backed African innovators too. In June 2023, it joined a $30 million Series B to help Helium Health expand electronic records across West Africa's healthcare systems. It led a $48 million round for South African payments gateway Ozao in late 2021, aiming to bring seamless bank-to-bank transfers to millions of users. Even before Stripe's 2020 acquisition, Tencent was an early investor in Nigerian fintech Paystack, participating in its $1.3 million seed round in 2016. This web of minority stakes has earned Tencent the nickname SoftBank of China, yet this power has provoked a backlash. In June 2020, India banned 59 Chinese apps, including WeChat, after a border clash with China over Ladakh, arguing national security concerns outweighed convenience. In the United States, the Committee on Foreign Investment in the United States, CFIUS, has investigated how American companies tied to Tencent handle user data. In September 2020, it sent formal inquiries to Riot Games and Epic Games, asking about their security protocols and potential state access to personal data. Similar scrutiny is emerging in Europe. The Netherlands now applies extra careful analysis to foreign tech investments in critical sectors, reflecting broader wariness of unfettered Chinese capital. Is Tencent quietly the most powerful company in the world? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoy finance and business videos like this, share and subscribe to Global Money Mindset.